Hello, this is Mr. Martin. In this video we are looking at applications of the Pythagorean Theorem, and we're going to look at example 1D from your notes. So let's go ahead and read the problem. It's always a good idea to read the problem at least once. I normally will read it twice and highlight important information. So we have two jets pass directly over each other at 10 p.m. One is traveling south, so one of them is traveling this direction at 480 kilometers per hour, and the other travels east, so east, at 900 kilometers per hour. So we've got some important information here. 480 kilometers per hour, 900 kilometers per hour. How far apart are the jets at midnight? So this is actually some interesting information. So at 10 p.m. the planes are directly above each other. So I'm going to draw a picture here. The planes are going to be right on top of each other, and one is traveling south and one of them is traveling east. Okay, and at midnight they will have traveled for a bit. So how long have they been traveling since they passed over each other? Well, they've been traveling 2 hours. They traveled 2 hours since they passed directly over each other. So the one going south is going slower, so it's going to have gone a shorter distance, so it's going to be somewhere over here going south, and the one traveling east is going faster, so it's going to go east a bigger distance. And then what you see here is we have a right triangle. So whenever you're doing these problems, you always want to read the information and find the right triangle. Alright, so this 400 kilometers per hour, it doesn't tell us how long this segment is because it's a speed, but we do know that it's been traveling at 480 kilometers per hour for 2 hours. So this is going to be 480 kilometers per hour times 2 hours. So this side is going to be 960 kilometers, and this is the distance that we need. Then we're going to do the same thing for the other jet, because it's traveling 900 kilometers per hour, again for 2 hours. So it goes 900 kilometers every hour, so at 2 hours it will have traveled 1800 kilometers. So once you interpret this information from the problem, we can see that what we need to do is find the hypotenuse of a right triangle, because the direction south and the direction east are perpendicular to each other. So let's go ahead and set up our Pythagorean theorem. We have c squared is equal to 960 squared plus 1800 squared, and this gives us 921,600 for the slower plane, and 3,240,000 for the other plane, and then we'll combine those to get 4,161,600, and that's c squared. So in order to get c, in order to undo the square, we have to do the square root. Similar terminology, but they mean different things. Squaring is multiplying by itself. Square root, we're finding what number multiplied by itself is c. Alright, and then when we take the square root, we get 2,040 kilometers. So at midnight, the planes will be 2,040 kilometers apart. Okay, make sure you answer in a complete sentence. As always, if you have questions, make sure you get those answered in class, and we will see you in the next video.